Hello everybody, Motion here, and welcome back to another LEGO Minecraft World video. Today we're going to be taking a look at my entire LEGO Minecraft World display. I think it is finally at a level of completion. I think there's nothing else to really add, nothing else to really take away from the build. So I'm going to make a full review on this LEGO Minecraft World. There's lots to take a look at here, so let's get right into the video. We're going to start off at the front section here where we can see a bit of a desert. It's a very small section, very simple, nothing really going on here. We just have the cacti designs as well as the kind of dead shrubs. We have a team of pillagers here looking for a village to raid, have them kind of walking around there. But it's a very simple desert, but still looks very nice. We can see the riverbed at the bottom here. Nice river going through the middle there. We have some sugarcane on the side of the river as well as some grass, which is actually a very accurate detail. But other than that, very simple build, just looks very nice to have in this LEGO Minecraft MOC. Moving on, we can see the desert very nicely blends into the plains biome where we have a village. The village is very small, but still looks very nice. We have 4 separate buildings here. We have a blacksmith, 2 smaller houses, as well as the cleric's tower, all custom designs. We have a bunch of different lampposts kind of scattered around the village. We have some haystacks as well as just a very nicely decorated area with some paths going around in all different directions. The middle of the village here has an oak tree with some villagers kind of meeting and trading there. Very nicely decorated, very accurate looking. This is definitely my best village MOC I've built. Definitely the most detailed one and definitely the most accurate looking one in my opinion. Very nice looking MOC. Still pretty small, still could have a few more houses, but still looks very nice and still looks accurate enough in Lego form. We can take a look at the river kind of going around, kind of goes through the desert, goes past the village, underneath a bridge, going all the way to the end of the MOC, where it takes us over to this giant mountain build. This is actually the build that started the entire MOC. I built the mountain and then kind of built around it. Very happy with the looks of this build. Definitely a very nice looking design in my opinion. I think I did a pretty good job with it. You have some trees kind of growing up the sides there. We have a bit of a mine shaft entrance there in the front. But very nicely detailed, looks very nice in the back of the MOC. Just a very nice touch of detail, just makes it look very cool from a farther point of view. Very happy with the looks of that. But it is not just a mountain. Over on the back of the build, we can actually take a look at an entire ravine. You can see the other end of the mine shaft kind of going all the way through. You can actually get a pretty cool view kind of looking through the mine shaft going over to the overworld. But the main attraction of this area is the gigantic ravine. You have some lava kind of going around the bottom here. We have some obsidian where the water's kind of gone over top of the lava. We have one of the brand new axolotls there as well, kind of swimming in the water. You can see some deep slate ores at the end here. We have some slimes kind of jumping around in the water, showing that this is a slime chunk. Moving on up here, we have my custom dripstone design. Not the best looking design, but still works very nicely. I think I did a pretty good job getting it close enough to how it would look in game. I think in the future, maybe I can have a little more of an accurate color for the spikes, but this is the best I could do with the types of pieces I have in these kind of shapes. Still think I did a pretty decent job with that. You have some waterfalls kind of going down the sides, some ores kind of decorating the area. Other than that, it's basically just your typical ravine. You can see a bit of a bridge going across from one end of the ravine to the other end. Also, it's actually an extra support beam, just so the second section here doesn't tip over. I've almost knocked this thing over so many times, so I decided to add this bridge. Whoops. So I decided to add this bridge here just to add a little more strength and also just adds a little more detail to the area. I think it looks pretty good there. But yeah, that's the ravine. Very happy with the looks of this thing. Definitely a great looking design. And moving on over here, we can take a better look at the back of the build. Here's just a better look at the kind of river cutting around. Very happy with the looks of this. Definitely a great looking design. It's also something I never really did in the past. Normally the river would be at the same level as the rest of the build. Just wasn't that accurate and just didn't look that good. So the river's actually 5 blocks lower than the rest of the build. Looks a little more accurate and just looks a lot better. Just moving past the river here, we could take a look at this player-built base. The base is a very simple looking design, very simple house build. It's surrounded by kind of a fence wall going around all sides of the build. But as you can see here, a creeper has snuck in and blew up a giant hole. It's just another thing I wanted to add in my LEGO Minecraft MOCs, a creeper hole. I know it's just something random that everyone hates, but that's why I wanted to build it, you know? Have something stupid in the middle of the build, because why not? The path kind of connects from the village and goes all the way over here, just going into the player built area where they kind of extended the path. We have a very nice looking bridge design here. We have some lanterns on all the corners of the fence here. You actually have a little entrance at the side here where you can go down to the riverbed to go fishing and stuff like that. We also have a small farm build, which has a bunch of wheat growing there. This is slightly different than the official LEGO Minecraft design. It's more compact, more space filled up here. The official design is a little more spread out, just doesn't look as accurate, so I decided to make a more compact design. Definitely uses a lot more pieces, but also looks a lot better in the end. The house build isn't my favorite LEGO Minecraft design, but still looks pretty good. Has a lot of depth to it, and I think it looks pretty decently detailed. We have a porch at the front here. We have a chimney on the side. And you can actually take off the roof section here very, very easily to take a look at the interior, where we have a bed, some nightstands, as well as a crafting table and a furnace. And also at the side of the house, we have some flowers growing there. We have some windows on the top and bottom areas here, where we can actually take a look at the second floor. There's actually 2 stories to this building. You can actually see the ladder going down to the second story there. We can actually remove the entire building from the LEGO Minecraft MOC, revealing a little basement section. The basement section has this interesting floor design. We have a bunch of other things there as well, like some armor stands. We have a grindstone anvil. We have a stone cutter. And over on the side here, we have a stack of chests, some furnaces, and here's the ladder that connects to the upper level. It's a very crammed area where you can just barely fit figures in there when the house is on top, but still works nicely, and everything comes together very nicely when you put the house on top. Very, very happy I was able to actually add this since the build's actually elevated. It's just another thing I wanted to add in a LEGO Minecraft world for such a long time. You can actually access an enchanting room by pulling off another panel here. Very simple area. We have some carpet in there. We have some bookshelves on the walls, as well as our little enchantment table build that can very nicely hide underneath this panel here. And you can very easily pop the house build on top of the build as if nothing was there. Over beside the player base area, we have a small forest. Just looks very nice on the side of the river here. We have a custom birch tree design. This is actually not the official birch tree design. Just think this looks a little bit better than the official LEGO version. Just looks a little more accurate, a little more detailed. So I modified the design, same trees top, but different stump there. Just think it looks a little bit better. But the forest is a very nice touch of detail, kind of filling up this empty space here. We have some bees flying around some flowers, kind of blends very nicely into the mountain build. I'm just very happy with the looks of it. I think it looks pretty accurate, and it's just a nice touch of detail to have in this part of the MOC. And we have the last section over here at the back of the village, where we have a second hill build. Definitely does not look as good as the first one. I think it could have done a little bit better of a job on this build here, but still works very nicely for the MOC. Kind of a bit of a forest going up the side there with some custom birch trees. Same birch trees as this forest over here. Just I just like the design a little bit better than the official LEGO one. We have a waterfall going up the side there. The hill kind of goes and then stops at a flat area where we have a ruined portal. We have one guy kind of going to explore the ruined portal. You have a chest there, everything you'd find at a ruined portal. This is actually a design based off of one of the ruined portals you can find in game. Very accurate looking design, very happy with the looks of that. But yeah, just very, very plain looking top area. Definitely could have done a better job, but still works well for the MOC. Moving to the back of the build, instead of having a giant ravine, we have a few different sections here. We have a zombie dungeon in the back of the build here, a bunch of zombies in there. We have 2 chests, a spawner, anything you'd find in a zombie dungeon. Very nicely detailed with the kind of mossy cobblestone floor. I think it looks pretty good. Definitely fills that empty space very nicely, but I think it looks pretty good for the MOC. We also have some ladders going down from the portal ruin, showing that someone has kind of dug straight down and they're ready to make a strip mine to go look for some diamonds. We also have this guy over here going through a geode, going to collect some amethyst crystals. The geode isn't the best design, it's a little too circular. I think I could have made it look a little more messy, a little more accurate, but I still think I did a pretty decent job. It's the best I could do with the amount of purple pieces I have. Those pieces are very hard to get, and yeah, so the best I could do with that. But that's basically it for the LEGO Minecraft video. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think of the MOC. In my opinion, this is probably the best LEGO Minecraft world I've built to this date. All my older ones do not compare to this one. They just, looking back at even the most previous one, just looks very, very plain compared to this one. I just keep improving. Very, very happy with the looks of this build. Definitely a build that I will appreciate for a very long time. And yeah, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below. And I'll see you guys in another LEGO video. Have a great day.